Hi everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I have to start off saying this one is dedicated to you, Karen Yanni. She has been such a huge supporter of our channel, and I just want to thank you because you're constantly interacting. You are always ordering from my eBay store. I just want to personally thank you, and I've got some special things in your next package for you. So Karen sent me this. She saw my sleeping cat video, and I told her I received this from the thrift store for like 50 cents. So I made the cat into a mold. And I had no idea this was such a little popular piece. So many of you had it. And she mentioned that she had a little bunny one in the same, I guess, design from whenever these were made back in the day, because I've never seen them, but apparently most of you have seen them. So she wanted me to make a mold of this for her, and that's what I did. This is for her. She probably has already received it because this one is on the house for all of you. All you have done, you are always sending us packages. You are always sending us gifts and notes and text messages, and I just want to say thank you. So this one's for you. So this is going to be the little bunny, and today I have never used this before, but we're going to fill it with tinsel. Isn't that pretty? This was like $1 at Hobby Lobby because I buy everything there when it's half off, and this was like regular $1.99, and of course half off is $1. So I am going to, I think, just chop this up. I'm going to move the mold. This mold holds exactly almost 8 ounces. If you dome it, it's about 8 ounces of resin. So keep that note, Karen, so you know when you use it, it's 8 ounces. I think what I'm going to do, I don't want to just chop a piece off and shove it in because I don't know how that'll work. I have used tinsel in the past, and I think I used it in my manatee video back a while ago. I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to try to chop it up in littler pieces than I did in the manatee video. And I basically just took my scissors over something, and I know this cup is probably going to be too, not really. I'm just going to chop this up like this. And I need a lot because I want the whole thing to be like iridescent. And the last time I had some really long pieces, and I didn't really like the long pieces. So I'm going to take my time and get this done off camera because obviously this is so boring. So let me get this chopped. I'm going to mix up 8 ounces of resin. This is going to be a quick, cute tutorial. So let's get started. I used my casting resin, my one with the pump that I always use for this one, just because it has less bubbles. And now that I'm thinking about it, you could probably use Fast Cure because you're just going to be mixing this in anyway, and you probably won't see the bubbles. But you guys, this mixer that they sent me, now they do not pay me to say this. They did send me the mixer for free. However, honestly, this is 8 ounces of resin. I just mixed it with this for 5 minutes, and there's like hardly any bubbles in there. I am so amazed at this thing. It is so quiet. Just keep it under the surface, I think, and in one direction. So don't keep going backwards and forward because it does have a backwards and forward. So you guys, if you can afford it, I don't think it's very much. You've got to try this thing. This thing is amazing to keep the bubbles out, especially if you don't have a bubble remover. This one is actually rechargeable, and it comes with a stand and a drip tray. I know they have other ones that use batteries that come in kits, but I just let it drip right in my mold like this until I'm ready to use the mold, and then I'll just move it over to the drip tray. So I'm going to just split this in half because my cup is not big enough. to mix all that stuff in. Let me grab a stick. Now this was not fun to cut, as you saw. The static cling was ridiculous. I had to go wash my mat off, wash my gloves off, because it wasn't going to come off. I don't know how much to use. I'm just going to kind of wing it. And I'm going to mix it good because it does kind of clump together at first, and you don't want it clumpy. You know, those scientific terms, clumpy. You're going to get a lot of scientific terms on this channel. Remember the other day my scientific term was gloopy, and now it's clumpy. So you just mix it until all the clumps are gone. I think that's enough in that one. I mean, maybe I'll use it all. What's the difference? Now, they have tinsel in different colors. I think the manatee mold that I did was blue tinsel. I also have a pink tinsel I haven't done. And they're all kind of like this iridescent film. Really, really pretty. Will it sink? Probably. I'm not sure. I can't remember if the manatee one sank or not. I should go look at it, but I'm not going to. I wonder if I should put a drip of glue in, like I did the other day. That'll help it not sink. I'm just going to use this because I cut it. I didn't know how much to cut, so I just kind of cut until the cup was about half full. I don't know that tinsel will sink, though. It's not heavy. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. But definitely mix it good so it separates from itself. Then basically I'm just going to pour it in and let it cure. So this is going to be one quick video today. I'm going to let this sit for like 5 minutes. I'm going to come back in like 5 and see if any of it's sunk before I move on. It doesn't look like it's sinking. It actually looks like it's kind of floating. I also wanted to show you what was left, so don't get rid of these scraps. You can actually kind of stick them in there if you want to. I don't know if I'm going to, though, because I cut up so much. So I'm just going to pour this in and let it cure. I'm going to do a little bit at a time, though, and kind of go around with either my stick or a tool. I want it to get everywhere. And then I'll probably turn my heat mat on. This help it cure a little bit quicker so we can get this demolded quicker. I know you don't care. It's only 1 second for you, but me being impatient and I want to get this done. This is so packed with tinsel, I'm not going to be putting those extra pieces in because there is so much in here. I think it's going to be really cute, though. I'll probably have bubbles within it, but I don't think you're really going to notice them that much because of all the tinsel that's in there. Actually, I'm going to just use all of it, I guess. I think almost all of it. I have enough for like 1 extra piece. I'm just going to spray it with some alcohol and let it sit. We're going to turn on the curing mat. Move everything out of the way, and I'll be right back. And just like that, like I said, 1 second, they're time to demold. I have 2 hearts that I made with the leftovers. They came out pretty cute. And I'm glad I could see all the colors in them. All the pastel-y, Eastery colors. I know I'm going to get yelled at for mentioning Easter before Valentine's Day is even here. So let's just get this unmolded. And I won't speak about the Easter bunnies that we need to start making for Easter. Okay, let's see. Let's pull this little guy out of here. Maybe it's easier like this because of that silicone plug in the center. It's a little hard to grab because that silicone's still in there. Okay, there he comes. All right, are you ready? Of course you are, or you wouldn't be here. Here he is. I think it's super cute. Perfect Easter colors. There are some bubbles here, probably because I turned the heat mat on like immediately. Some bubbles under his chin. So just let the bubbles release before you do any curing of it. But you honestly can barely see them. I will trim the bottom and get it nice. Now when you do use foil, this is the second time I've used it, you either will have to sand this down. It is bumpy. Maybe put like a cork piece on the bottom or UV resin over this just to make it flat. So I will do one of those 2 things. So I'm going to send this to you, Karen. You're going to get my bunny and you are going to get this mold as well. So thank you so much for everything that you do for us, Karen. All the coffees you bought for us, all the orders that you have made, all the comments and the emails. Thank you so much. Now that does fit a little candle in there. So I don't know that I would light the candle, maybe get an LED one. All right, stick around for the final pictures of this little guy. Thanks for joining me today. Again, you can actually even paint his eyes if you want to. I'm not going to do that. I will let her do that if she wants to. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. You have a blessed day. Bye.